Critical arts.
What is going on, YouTube? All right, so we got to talk about something, right? Of course, you see Silk Song behind me, right? Now, this is Critical Art episode 5. I'm probably going to make this. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a Critical Arts yet, but I probably will, because you know what? We can learn something from it. So here's the thing, man. Silk Song, $20. Good on them. Now, the thing is, everybody, the media for one, which it pushes this lying crap. Well, how did they do it? Wow, this is a first. This da da da. No, it's not. It's not anything. What it is just good game design. What it is just honest-hearted people just want to make a game and want the world to play it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Now, if Hollow Knight has sold itself out back in the day, what was about 10, 11 years ago, and it was owned by somebody else, I guarantee you this game will probably be $45. If they didn't care, probably upwards to 50. But because the team stayed relatively small, and I say relatively because I don't know the figures. I know it started off with like 2 or 3 guys at the start. Started off with 2, then they needed a marketer, which is 3. So now I don't know what they is. But it took them about 8 years long. So I'm thinking they pretty much stayed small. They didn't go get the big old mansion corporation and they got the big old statue up and everything. However, it'd be really cool to see this character and the Hollow Knight character in the statue, which I have seen, by the way. It's pretty cool. But what I'm saying is they didn't go big and go all granular and everything else. They just disappeared. And now we got this. And everybody's acting like this $20 price tag is a big deal. Now, it is a big deal in an economy that we live in, especially when you got games priced like this. So let's look. I like Borderlands 2. $135? $133? Regular edition 70? I'm not even gonna talk about. Okay. I'm gonna buy it because I want to play it. $80 though. $83. This you can't trust because it's a first title, a first time going at it with this title. So 59 would have been a whole lot more acceptable. Sonic is doing it. Oh. You see my point. Okay, 10. Yeah. See, it's so. The thing is, this is how this stuff works, right? When you have a team of people who make the game, sometimes the scope of the game can go on for more years than long, or something happens, or COVID happens, or whatever. So that period has to be extended or whatever. But basically, you have a whole host of people. Let's just say you have 100 people. The company who's funding that game to get made, they got to fund people from working on it. They get salaries, they have insurance, yada yada yada. It's basically a regular job. Then people make the game, and then they put the game out. What they should do is base the game pricing based on the amount of people and all the work that it took to try to recoup that back. To not only pay everybody back, but to keep the corporation open. That's the way it should work. And that's understandable, but it's not working that way. What's going on now is they saying, well, oh, we based the game. Okay. Mario Kart World is $80. I, I'm right there with you. I got a Switch too. I love my games too. $80? My youngest son, he likes Kirby. I just put out Kirby Deluxe. It's basically a rehash, I think. $60. That's a game that's already was made. It was already done before. It's remade. Like a lot of these games up here, they're remade. Why are we charging? But it's based on the value. Okay. So the thing is just like the way the team at Hollow Knight has done Team Cherry, the way they did it with Hollow Knight is the way you want to do it. Even if your game takes longer. Now I'm pretty sure, like indie teams, don't nobody there isn't a team that's gonna come out. Not that they're not, but you know, teams like this, teams like Expedition 33 and all those, sometime a game just come out and people just I gotta play that game. And it blows up. And they don't have to worry about, trying to get contracts or trying to get a publisher deal. None of that. They could just do it all themselves. That's cool. But then you have a lot of other ones that come out with an indie game and then that's it. And they got to get contracts and they got to do, run through the ringer and they don't get hired by other companies and all that and to keep making their game. So the thing is, there has to be more of a balance. But when you have a passion for something, you just make it. You just simply make it. You make it the best way possible. You put a good price tag on it reasonably because that's getting off balance. That's getting obscured. You put a good price tag on it, you put it out, and people will buy it because it is a good, honest project, especially in the case of Silksong if it's something that they're waiting on. And so just like the Game Awards last year, and I can't think of that guy's name, but I'll never forget his speech. This is what happens when you just honestly make a game because you want to make a game, because you like your characters, you love your world, you love your little bug beetles with pin needle threads and a cape on. When you love just what you make and you want the world to see it honestly, this is what happens. Give me the PS5 version. That's what happens when you just make a good, solid game. One that's good, may or may not be waiting on, but one that's good, the price is affordable. That's the price of a cheeseburger. I can't go into your common store and feed myself for $20. Now, go get something to go eat and go sit on the toilet, or buy something that I'm going to last forever. And hey, here's another thing about your digital stuff while we're talking about it. It's a possibility that this stuff won't last forever. That's why the pricing of some of this stuff, $120 plus, is kind of whack because it's not physical media like this stuff was anymore. Like this is the game is in my PlayStation 3 because I've been playing it recently. But you get the point. This is media that's pretty much mine. This new stuff nowadays, this stuff ain't yours. They can take this stuff away from us if they really wanted to. And they, in the world that whatever, I don't think that they will do that. But y'all, my point is, y'all gotta understand that this digital stuff, you don't have nothing from it. So I'm not going to be spending 120 something plus dollars on something when they're not giving me anything. They didn't give me a ornament or something with it. Yes, there's owner vendors. Yes, I'm waiting on it. But they didn't give me nothing with it. Like, there's no art book. There's no nothing but a soundtrack and some digital photos. Like, no. So really, the only way to really change it is to not buy it and support stuff that do well, especially if they did do well. And to be honest with you, I'm not even into Hollow Knight like that. I downloaded the first one. It was free on PlayStation. What was it? A couple years ago, and I wanted to get on it. My kids got on it. My kids is waiting on this. I didn't even finish it because I had for one, I'm a game designer. I got stuff I got to do, and there's a ton of other games. I have a library that I'm trying to clear out to get to all of my games. But I'm going to eventually get to this. I'm not even going to play it now, and I feel right by this company to buy it now. So anyway, that's what happens when you make a good game. Just figured I'd put that out there. And stop acting like putting a price tag. The media and stuff need to stop acting stupid with these prices like it's okay and making it a thing. It's not a thing. If you want to stop, though, stop buying this stuff. And that is a hard one. Critical Arts Ultra.
Get in there!